CKUT 90.3 FM.
Yes. Montreal, my city. Oh boy, sounded raspy there, boy. Sounded like Trutch in these streets. If you're new to the show, it's the number one every morning show in the country. I'm your host, Moon Chase, alongside my faithful friend. She's the next Prime Minister of Canada, hopefully with the help of Joël DeBellefeuille. He's doing amazing different things. If you guys don't know, friend of the show, Joel is like, if we were the Breakfast Club, he'll be like when Charlamagne's boy comes all the time, the comedian, was it Dalton? But that's who Joel is. Joel's here all the time. Last time he was here, he talked for 45 minutes.
Anniversary.
He's on a time restriction. So if you're new to this, Joël DeBellefeuille is the founder and executive director of the Red Coalition. He's passionate about fighting against systemic racism, racial profiling. Anytime a cop pulls me over, I tell him I know Joël DeBellefeuille. And I almost got arrested. I said, I know Joël DeBellefeuille. Full Nemi's my friend. And they said, oh yeah, and they actually took me from the back. I'd never been to jail. I never committed a crime, and they treated me, Adrian. You know what I mean? Like I was a vagrant off the street. Just because I said I know Joël DeBellefeuille from our coalition. Shameless plug. I tell all of my friends and every black person I know in the city, anywhere I go, I know Joël DeBellefeuille from Red Coalition. If you feel you've been jaded, if you feel you've been wrong because of your skin tone, hit on my boy Joël DeBellefeuille. I've given you a number to a plethora of people like We're also joined by Mr. Matthew Kerr, the co-founder. I don't know why anybody wants to found anything with Joel, because Joel just takes all the spotlight with it. He is the Michael Jordan of lobbyists in Canada. I'd like to welcome my good friend, Joël DeBellefeuille. How you doing, King?
I'm very well. Thank you for having me. Having us, actually.
Matthew Kerr says he's a friend of the show. Have you been following us for a little while?
I have been following you for a while. I was here last time in the last municipal election with Stephanie King.
Yes, that's our girl though.
Yeah, for sure, in this very room, and I had a wonderful time.
Awesome.
No, thank you for being back here with us. News, Tata.
Yes.
So maybe about 4 or 5 weeks ago, Joel hits me up. He's like, yo, look at this. Futur Montréal. So if you guys don't know, Futur Montréal is a newly emerging political movement in Montreal, co-founded by Joël DeBellefeuille and Matthew Kerr in April 2025. The party secured official name reservation from Élections Québec, marking a significant step toward becoming a fully recognized municipal political entity. Futur Montréal aims to offer a constructive alternative to Montreal's by focusing on issues such as urban development, public safety, and community. Joël DeBellefeuille, Futur Montréal. How's it feel, man? How's it feel? Let's open up there.
We know that was the next step. We knew this was coming.
you like SGA right now. You the MVP. You made it past the quarterfinals. You're in the finals now. You went from being a lobbyist. You went from introducing bills, at the head office. I call it the head office in Ottawa. And now you said to yourself, you know what? I'm going to create my own political movement. Where does Futur Montréal start for you?
Man, you're throwing so many things at me at once, but you're hitting everything, all the nails on the head right there. So, of course, with all the civic engagement, the lobbying that I've done Red Coalition's 4 years, but in all, it's been about 15 years I've been advocating for human rights and rights of people and wrongdoing they're faced with. So then there was the creation, of course, of the Red Coalition at the end of the 2021 municipal elections. Years passed, 4 years have passed, and there was just something that wasn't complete for me, wasn't complete for the city, wasn't complete for the people, and we don't feel that both parties, so the governing party as well as the opposition party, are answering the needs of Montrealers. The landscape, the political landscape right now, provincial, federal, and municipal, are up in shambles. We saw it firsthand with the federal elections. That was crazy. We still don't have or know who the leader of the Liberals, provincial Liberals here. We should know shortly. You had the governing party scrambling to find a leader. We had, I think, 5 or 6, what would you call them? With Projet Montréal, you have 5 of them contesting to be the leader. Then a month after that, we hear that they're scrambling to find a leader for Ensemble Montréal. And guess what? Miss Martinez was, I would say, it parachuted in. She won by acclamation. Yeah. Nobody was there but her. Yeah. So we felt that this was the time to create something new for Montreal that is for the people. and we're diving deep in a lot of the policies that we put together, and Future Montreal is born.
Okay, this is for Monsieur Kerr, the friend of the show. Okay, so you know what's funny? He pointed to me. He's like, question number 2. But I was already stirring my mind a little bit because people have lost faith in politics. We have lost faith in the government, right? With social media and how, mainstream news and everything like that, a lot more has come to the forefront. It's no longer covert, it's overt. A lot of people know that now it's not like we feel that it's a representative democracy, right? Not really for the people. So given that fact, and it's a realistic truth that we live in Montreal especially, a lot of people did not vote, right? What are the core values and priorities that set Future Montreal or Futur Montreal apart from existing municipal parties, and how do you plan to reignite that flame in the people?
Well, just to go on your original point of just sort of highlighting the fact that the voter turnout is a bit low. That being said, with the advancement of social media, everybody's connected now. Everybody's on the platforms. There's a lot less places to hide as well for these past politicians that have sort of been doing this do-si-do for the last 12 years, switching between, ensemble, projet, back to ensemble.
Yeah.
Our values. We have a great platform that you'll need to check out on Futur Montréal. Our 2 core points at the moment are annual borough dividend that Joel he'll expand on a little bit more.
Annual borough dividend.
Oh, yeah.
It
sounds like money for the mans them. I like that. It sounds like money for the mans them. I like them. I like where we're going so far. Futur Montréal.
Continue.
Absolutely. And then we're seeing as well just a number of vacant buildings throughout the city. So one of our key policies is going to be to take back those buildings, essentially. Again, Joel, very well versed on the platform, as well as I am. He's just a far better speaker than I am.
No.
Listen, you're here for a reason.
No, don't sell yourself
Everybody
short.
has a
Sounding good.
position.
It's sounding good so far.
Okay, I appreciate that.
So Joel,
I can expand on it.
Okay, do it. Yeah, he got the confidence juice.
So essentially, these buildings that have been left vacant and sort of falling apart. There's one just around the corner on here on Walkley. Joel exposed that a number of years ago, and nothing has changed from that building. It's left falling apart. It's in shambles. They did a slapstick job, put up some plastic, maybe mowed the lawn once in the last 4 years. Our goal is going to be to notify the owners of this building. You need to do something with it. Okay, you have an expiration date, 24 months, 36 months. Should you fail to make it habitable within this time period, we're going to take back the building. The city is going to repossess the building and then put money into it so that it fulfills what it's supposed to do. That's offer social housing. So we're very much aware of the housing crisis within the city, and people need places to live, right? You shouldn't be priced out of your neighborhood. It's just not cool. It's not okay.
And renoviction and everything like that. But speaking of that, like with the housing crisis, I find that really important because there are vacant buildings everywhere. And most of them are just waiting for some condo buyer to pop along, right? And that's why a lot of them are really holding. And even if it's depleting them, right? They're holding, and we're seeing that especially in NDG, that a lot of these old apartment buildings are now being bought out and turned into condos, right?
It's not even as if the condo culture is affordable, though. You have these units starting at 3, 4, right, for 3.5, small 4.5.
Smaller than your apartment.
Could be
400 square feet.
No, it's small. It's a luxury
I need my
prison.
1,000 square feet.
It's a luxury prison. Give me some space. Look at things. I moved someone into a condo right there as you go down Cavendish, one of those new stuff that they built on the corner of Sherbrooke and Cavendish. So you would think as they're building, like, oh, this is gonna be amazing. You went in it's like a shoebox. I went from one side, so that's it. That's the apartment. 400,000.
Something changed because you remember back in the day, there was 2.5s. Now they don't consider it a 2.5 anymore. Even if it's an open space, now they consider it 3.5 and all that. But back in the day, we never considered it a 3.5. If your kitchen and your living room are not closed, it's open, that's one room.
That's one room.
You know?
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
But Joe, I want to ask you, we've addressed urban issues like housing, but how's your party plan to address issues like public safety and infrastructure in Montreal?
So again, great questions. We have released 2 of our, key policies, and of course, kind of trickled the third, which is an aspect of public safety. Again, we don't want to let the cat out of the bag too much. But of course, it's important for your listeners, of course, and the public to see and differentiate us between the other 2 parties. So our key thing, of course, is public safety. Having the background as a founder of the Red Coalition, we're advocating and pushing, of course, for body cams. It's a key issue for us to kind of so people don't have to call the Red Coalition to fight for their stuff. But I mean, it opens up transparency. There's a lot of things that we've seen in the city happening since October 7th, of course. All of us are affected by it. It's not just certain ethnicities and cultures or religions. It's actually everybody. It's quite scary that we're in times where you're waking up in the morning or in the middle of the night and there's gunshots shooting at schools, or synagogues. It's appalling. It's disgusting. Shouldn't happen in the city. We're going to be, if in power, once we're an authorized party, and in November, God is with us in that route and stuff. Well, absolutely. We're gonna clean up the streets and ensure that people are safe, and then of course start cleaning up the mess that it's unfortunate that our city has become. So really key points. Again, what Matthew was mentioning was the ABD, annual borough dividend, which I'll expand a bit on. So basically, in 2023, the City of Montreal, so city admin, had a surplus of $187 million, okay? So the annual borough dividend under Futur Montreal, there'd be a percentage of that surplus that would be doled out to the 19 boroughs. CD and NDG being the largest of the 19, of course, would be allocated a larger chunk of that 10%. So breaking it down, 10% of 187 million, 18.7. Go down a little bit more, 10% for CD and NDG. So CD and NDG now gets a $1.87 million check where the people, so every Monday, I believe here, Monday or Tuesday is a council meeting. There's 4 in a month. The first Monday, of every month. All the time, there's people in there that's coming in. So those people were the people that are in the borough, want to have a voice. Well, City Council has prepared a couple of key points. Well, look, we can build a park, we can build a pool, a basketball net or court, and the people that are sitting there can actually vote on it. And at the end, it's sort of like a mini consultation, public consultation that's amongst City Council and the citizens of CD and NDG, using them as an example. After 2 months, 3 months, they announce, well, look, we want to build a basketball court down at the bottom of Walkley and Côte-Saint-Luc Road to address, because that's what the people want. Exactly. Not that we're going to build a baseball diamond in CD and NDG because nobody asked for it or nobody plays baseball, right? So for us, it's really important. It also holds there's some form of transparency between the borough and city center.
And who's making the decisions. So that $187 million surplus, where probably 5 out of the people in Montreal actually look at the financials of the city. Well, now it's going to be broken down between 19 boroughs, the surplus of $18.7 million. X amount is going to each particular borough. So that, for us, is we're giving back. It happens at provincial, it happens at federal. Every couple of months you're getting a check, couple $100. That helps. So each city council can decide how they want to ruminate
their their population of their city? Do they want to cut a check back, to people? So there's physical cash. The logistics are there. Do we want to build something, right? What do we want to do as a community, as a city? Because I know that there's a loss of trust with every borough, as well as with city, between the population, the residents that are the grind. They run, if the citizens weren't there, voters weren't there, nobody'd be in office. So we need to really pay attention and listen to voters this time around. And I honestly think that the buzz is in the air, that people are craving change. I mean, man, like, we just ran about a 5-week campaign on the airwaves. We were on 98.5 FM. We were on 92.5 The Beat FM. I don't know, something like 120 spots or 100. I don't even remember how many. I was just like, go. Get the name Future out there, because people need to understand and feel and resonate that there is change about. We're running campaigns and ads on Facebook, on Instagram, and LinkedIn. I mean, we're everywhere right now.
You guys,
we've hit over 1 million impressions.
I was in Futur Montréal before I even knew what it was.
Because
It's right in front of you. And we're here.
Lo and behold.
The future of Montreal is here.
Right?
Yeah. So,
I think it's important because you talk a lot about transparency and about that's something that's missing in the city. And that's something that what it sounds like Futur Montréal really wants to incorporate into the principles and the way you work, right?
Absolutely.
Can you talk a little bit about the ways that you guys plan on doing that? I know you mentioned in terms of public safety, body cams, but how do you plan on being transparent with the city and the boroughs and all that stuff, right? Because as you mentioned, I'm a part of this NDG council, right? But the flexibility is not there. Being able to attend, sometimes I can't attend, right? But I was aware of that. There's a lot of people who are not aware that they have the ability to sit into a city council and that their voice can inform policies that impact them. So how does Futur Montréal plan on changing that?
Well, okay. Well, actually, I'm gonna. Yeah. So there's a couple of answers. I thought he was gonna answer something, but the way you framed it allows. So what's good? What you just said is what are we gonna do? Well, what we are doing right now, even though we're not an authorized party, June 7th, Saturday. Next Saturday, you told me you were going to be there. Okay, we're putting on a panel discussion on civic engagement and how important it is for the community, for anybody to actually understand the importance of municipal politics. Oh, well, they didn't come and see me. They didn't knock on my door. When I ran in 2021, everybody south of Fielding, when I was knocking on their door, I said, "What are you doing here? Who are you?" And it was disheartening. I said, well, I'm a candidate. I'm running in Loyola. And they're like, well, you're the first politician that actually knocked on my door ever.
Crazy.
I mean, that's absolutely crazy. So what we're doing with our June 7th event is we've brought in some heavyweights in the city, some former elected officials, M&As, for the National Assembly, as well as federal liberals. We're bringing in lawyers. We're bringing in tech entrepreneurs to really show the city that how these sectors that these people work in actually intersect with municipal politics, right? There's a lot of people that don't know. I mean, if the roads are bad, there's whatever else, a tree has fallen down in the middle of the road. You're not going to call your federal or your provincial elected official. You're going to call your municipality, right? If you want something changed, if this, it's too fast here, you want to put up something. You're not calling the federal or provincial, you're calling municipal. And people really need to understand.
Yeah, exactly.
Classic example with Terrebonne at the federal election.
Don't even.
Well, I mean,
we gonna go there. We can go there.
But that's one single vote.
Yeah. And do you know that there's the amount of bikes? Did you notice how before there was so many more people biking, right?
Yeah.
What happened to all the people biking?
she phased them out. She gave them too much options. Now we have all these bike paths now. She's trying to turn us into like Venice or Italy. And now nobody wants to bike. So we have all these Bixie bikes and no one's using them.
Yeah. Look, bottom line, we're a new party, right? I think it's refreshing for the city. It's refreshing for the people that have lost faith in the other parties, the previous parties. we're not bringing to the table any baggage, right? We're starting with a blank slate, and we're going to do things differently, and we want to be transparent. We want to gain, voter trust, trust from the population. Even if you're not voting for us, we want to be forthcoming and
Demonstrate,
right? Both
Yeah.
Joel and I, we're behind the scenes, right? We're curating this thing how we want to.
Right.
Both of us have a background in social justice. We're the right people for the job.
No, definitely. So, Joel's been a great advocate for
And
all of us.
anybody
for a
that stand
time.
by Joel, trust me, we
Okay,
trust.
okay. See, now I gotta cap Joel off. You know what I mean? 'Cause-
In Joel we trust.
that could be the slogan for the. Listen, if I'm not the one that brings y'all when everyone's doing the fireworks, and now elected official from Futur Montréal. But say I gotta cut you off because every time I get you on, you're gonna eat up all the time. It's only a 2-hour show, but it's very important. I want to put up the link on our link tree. How can Montrealers get more involved? How can they tap in? I know you guys have a sign up sheet that's going on around right now. How could people get more informed on Futur Montréal? If people want to sign up on the party, whatever the case may be, is there a link that we could put up on the Detour 514?
Absolutely. I mean, we're quite accessible all over social media, but I mean the site futurmontreal.com. It's either spelt in French or English. It doesn't matter. We linked it up like that to help people up.
Smart.
So Futur Montreal, FUTUR Montreal.com or FUTURE Montreal.com. So listeners aren't going to have an issue with spelling that, and all the everything is available to contact us, and I'm accessible myself as well. And just a Google search. I mean, we're making so much noise.
Yeah.
We already have a Google Knowledge panel on Futur Montreal. Do you know how hard that was? It took me like 8 years to get my own knowledge panel. You see the name and the pictures and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So we got that for Futur Montreal already. So it shows that we're doing something right. The name is going out there, and we're making waves.
No, you guys are over there. Montreal, my city. Futur Montréal is a newly emerging political movement in Montreal, co-founded by Joël DeBellefeuille and Matthew Kerr. Listen, I know you're going to be back again.
Yes.
We're trying to educate Montreal. Give them all the informed options in terms of the political landscape.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much on this informative morning.
Thank you.
The Morning Detour on CKUT 90.3 FM.